The most powerful minds in history didn't want to be happy. They actually went out of their way to be slightly miserable, and they did it on purpose. Imagine having the power to get absolutely anything you want. 2,000 years ago, the Roman emperors had exactly that. They had unlimited access to wine, food, and pleasure. They could snap their fingers and command the world. But the absolute greatest of them rejected all of it. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man on earth, yet he slept on a cold, hard floor. He wore rough, uncomfortable clothes. He ate bland, boring food. It looks like total madness. Why would a man with endless riches choose to suffer? We'll get to that in a moment. Your brain is running a chemical scam on you right now. It uses a tiny molecule called dopamine. People usually think dopamine is the happiness chemical. It's actually the craving chemical. It just makes you want things. It drives you to scroll, snack, and click. When you finally get what you want, your dopamine levels crash. You feel totally empty. You immediately want more. This is the endless loop of modern life. Everything I just told you is true, but there's one detail that changes everything. Hold that thought. Now, think back to that Roman emperor on his hard floor. He wasn't just punishing himself for fun. He was actually hacking his brain's reward system. He understood something profound long before modern science existed. By choosing discomfort, he reset his baseline cravings. He prevented the terrible crash. Your modern life is a minefield of cheap pleasure. You are bombarded by it every single second. Your phone acts exactly like a digital slot machine. Your junk food is engineered in labs to be highly addictive. You feel tired and unmotivated because your brain is completely exhausted. You desperately need a break. People often call this a dopamine detox today. You shut off the glowing screens and hide the sweet snacks. This builds real mental toughness. You take your focus back from the digital world. If you think that's strange, wait until you see what happened next. It changes everything we know about self-control. Your brain adapts to whatever you feed it. When you starve it of cheap thrills, it gets highly sensitive again. You start enjoying very simple things. A short walk outside feels completely amazing. A quiet morning feels incredibly rich. That detail I mentioned earlier, it's the fact that pain and pleasure are processed in the exact same part of your brain. The ancient thinkers figured out a loophole in this system. The philosophy of Stoicism perfectly captures this delicate balance. Stoicism isn't about being an emotionless cold robot. It's about not being a slave to your random impulses. You choose the hard path today to build an invisible shield for tomorrow. You practice poverty to completely stop fearing it. You practice silence to finally hear your own thoughts. It is the ultimate form of freedom. Look at your own hand right now. That thumb scrolling your screen is being controlled by a chemical you can't even see. You are fighting a massive war against your own biology. And remember that strange thing about self-control I teased earlier? True self-control isn't about resisting temptation. It is about making temptation completely irrelevant. The Stoics didn't fight their daily cravings. They simply stopped caring about them. You actually have the power to rewrite your own wiring. You can practice voluntary discomfort right now. Take a freezing cold shower. Leave your smartphone in another room. Eat a totally plain meal. You will feel a massive urge to escape. Sit quietly with it. Let the feeling wash over you. The burning urge will eventually fade away. You will be left with a quiet, powerful calm. We chase cozy comfort our entire lives. We buy softer beds and faster cars. We build a whole world designed to make everything effortless. What if our endless obsession with feeling good is exactly what's making us feel so bad?